Hi guys, my name is Ollie Eves. There we go. And I'll be reviewing our second week at Broome Grove Primary School, doing our sports coaching. So the first planning strength was obviously we had to adapt to the weather conditions. So we planned out for it to be all sunny on the day, but it turns out it wasn't, and it was raining really heavily. This was a danger to all the children and us as coaches, as it meant that we couldn't carry out our activities safely because it involved lots of running. People could have slipped over, causing injuries. So we decided to move it inside. Now this presented a challenge in itself because we had to replan all of our session and what we were going to do. It limited the amount of space and obviously increased the chances of the children running into each other. So when we first got there, we had to do a quick risk assessment, which was a massive positive for us because of the amount of time it took us to do it and how accurately we did it. And we coned out a little square in the centre of the hall, and this left roughly 1.5 metre gap between any walls, any obstacles which could be getting in the way of our activities. So when the children came out, we made sure to inform them that they had to stay within this grid at all times, as it would prevent any opportunity for them to run into anything, hurt themselves. Secondly, this allowed us to obviously put our equipment on the outside of the square. So although in the first week we hadn't made an equipment zone, which caused a bit of a problem as the children were running for our equipment, this week there was no chance of that happening, which was a real positive. So even though we were inside and the activities were dulled down a little bit, we did get most people participating, and they all looked as if they was having a good time, even though we was lacking in room. There was no injuries throughout, which was brilliant because it means that we were doing our job, preventing them from injuring themselves while still having a good time and enjoying the activities that they were doing.